Okay.
Hi, I'm Alicia, and my topic is languages of India. There are 30 main languages of India, and there's over 100 dialects. The national language is one of the only countries that has a different language spoken in different states. So, for example, in Kerala, they speak Malayalam. In Tamil Nadu, they speak Tamil. And these are the over here, they're different languages. But in Uttarakhand, they have three different languages. They speak three different languages.
I did business/trade. I picked the Bombay Stock Exchange because it has both during the East India Company. During that time, stockbrokers would gather under banyan trees and discuss things. Each meeting, it would gather more and more people. So they officially moved to Dalal Street in 1874. And in 1875, they became an official association known as the Native Stock, the Share Stockbrokers Association. The BSE Sensex was developed in 1986 to give it a means of overall performance. And Sensex stands for sensitive.
In my data projects on cricket for study in 1877 by
all the culture students and the parents. The diorama display are open now. So you should go and see that. That's one of the requirement path in culture stuff.
I'm Shafali, and my project is on the Indian film industry. There are 11 main languages that they're made in. Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Bengali, Bhojpuri, Gujarati, Punjabi, Marathi, Assamese, Kannada, and Oriya. And there's three main Indian film industries, and that's Bollywood, who are also famous worldwide, like Satyajit Ray, who won honorary award for lifetime achievement at the Oscars in 1992, and Aishwarya Rai, who won Miss World in 1994. And Indian movies also come in American theaters and make India more popular.
I'm Roshni, and I did my project on Indian classical music. Indian classical music originated about 3,000 years ago and from the Vedas, especially the Samaveda and the Rigveda. It's based on rag and tal. Rag is the melodic form of music, whereas tal is the rhythmic form. And it's divided into two types. There's Carnatic music and then Hindustani music. Carnatic music originated in southern India, and it was influenced by the Kannada Haridasa movement, which was a movement where the Haridasas, or the saints, expressed their devotion in songs. And Hindustani music originated in northern India, and it was influenced by Sanskrit, Mughal, and Persian. Both have 7 swars or notes. They're Shaj, Rishabh, Gandhara, Madhyama, Pancham, Daivatam, and Nishadam. Saregama Padani.
Hi, my name is Rishma Madani, and I did my 3D diorama display on Bollywood music. My topic, I've included some of the famous singers and some of the famous composers, and for each of them I said like when their career started or what are their famous songs. Here I included like did you know, like fun facts. So and on the back I included some of the famous movie posters and when they were made or their music directors or singers. Stuff.
My name is Ashutosh Rao, and I did Indian contributions to astronomy and astrology. There are two ancient Indian space scientists involved in this, Aryabhata and Varahamira. He's the first Indian to go to space. And then Ravi Malhotra. Oh yeah, first I have to finish him up. Like when Indira Gandhi asked him like how India looked like in his famous conversation, he said Sare Jahan Se Acha.
Good. Okay.
Hi, my name is Sangeeta Bhaskar, and I did my diorama presentation on Bharatanatyam and Kathak, the two main classical dances of India. Bharatanatyam was originated in Tamil Nadu. It's a South Indian dance form, and it dates back to the Vedas. It was performed in temple dances, in temples, and later in the courts of South Indian kings, and people really started acknowledging it in the 19th century. Kathak is a North Indian dance form created by the nomads. It was influenced by the Persians, and it's been derived from ancient Kathak. The performers wear much simpler costumes. They're not as complex, and they, again, wear jewelry. The females wear a sari or langa choli. I've worn the tight
To India for a long time. The architecture is detailed and thorough. Each one is unique and distinct for the emperor who creates them. Many major cities have forts such as Delhi, Daulatabad, and Lahore. Two are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the Agra Fort and the Red Fort. Some of them, though, have been belittled. Jal Durg is a fort surrounded by water. Giri Durg is a mountain fortress. Manda Durg is a fort surrounded by thick forests. The Dhanu Durg is a fort surrounded by a desert, and Mahi Durg is a fort surrounded by earth fortress. Ni Durg is a fort protected by men. Each fort has its pros and cons. For example, the Jal Durg is a great example. Its alligators and crocodiles and snakes scare away any potential attacks, but it can also cause disease.
Indian food revolves around spices. If there were no spice, it wouldn't be Indian food. Some of the spices include turmeric powder, chili powder, and saffron. They are mostly used in adding taste to vegetables, but can be used in rice and beverages too. Indian food is influenced from Mughals. Bengali food is very popular in East India. They use a lot of fish because they are located on the coast of India. This region has a group of 5 spices known as pad. This is very common in the south. They use a great deal of fish and coconut. Some popular dishes made there are idli, dosa, vada, sambar, and rasam. Food in South India is customarily served from a large banana leaf. Coconut is used to make chutney, vegetables, and flavoring fish. Western India uses a lot of pickles and lentils, which replaces the lack of meat, except for in Maharashtra. Gujarati food is sometimes served as a thali. This is a plate that contains all items. It has lentils, bread, pulses.
Is dance, and in the box is a competition going on about all the states, and they have one representative, which is one of the kids who like to dance.
Do you learn Bharatanatyam?
Yes, I do learn Bharatanatyam.
So you're partial to it. Nice.